LeBron James honored with his family pregame. Your new NBA all-time leading scorer is out, though, as the new look Lakers, kinda, take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. You see D'Lo and company not available for the Lakers matchup against Milwaukee. And look, when you're playing against that man, you need all the help you can get. You see Giannis with the score. Lakers, though, get some production, much needed from the others. How about Rui Hachimura with the deuce, and then Austin Reeves crossing up the Greek Freak. It's Reeves, Statue of Liberty style on the finish. Lakers up 4 in the second. Anthony Davis joining the action with a mid-range jump shot. He had 23 and 16. Chris Middleton still coming off that Milwaukee's bench. Very much so effective in this one. So was Reeves. How about 18 points from Austin? And at the half, it's the Lakers up on the Bucks. Third quarter, it's Giannis. The Greek Freak continues another marvelous season. Giannis scoring and then passing to Drew Holiday, who had 18, 7, and 7. And then it's Middleton stopping, popping, and pulling the three-pointer. Milwaukee starting to take over. Chris had 22. Fourth quarter, Lakers try to make a game of it. It's Lonnie Walker scoring and then diming to Dennis Schroeder, who had 25 and 12. It's a 4-point game. Bucks, they got that man, though. It's Giannis, grown man deuce inside. And then the Greek Freak is leaking out. This one counts the same. It's Giannis Antetokounmpo taking over in Los Angeles, leading his Bucks to another victory. How about 38 points and 10 rebounds for the Greek Freak? The Bucks win by 9. Paul George and the Clippers got a tall task ahead of them. The Giannis Antetokounmpo-led Milwaukee Bucks are still in LA after beating the Lakers, riding a 9-game winning streak, taking on the Clippers. It's Giannis and Milwaukee starting off early. That's an and one. Clippers, though, respond of a run of their own. It's PG-13 for 3. And then Terrence Mann in transition. Clippers said he's off limits in all trade talks. That's why he could do that. Other end, Giannis, just little boy day in the Mar, the Clippers. Speaking of dunks, how about Norman Powell out to Brandon Boss in a little don't mind if I do jam. In the second, it's Marcus Morris with the pull-up jump shot. Clippers had a hard time dealing with Brook Lopez, especially in the first half. How about Brook Lopez, a double-double by halftime? He finished the game with 22 points and 15 rebounds. That three-pointer puts the Bucks up by 1. Third quarter, PG-13 once again, 4-3. George had 19 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. Clippers got themselves in a tight one when the Bucks decide to step up and let everybody know just who they are. It's that man again. Greek Freak getting nasty in LA. Giannis getting buckets. Pat Connaughton's going to miss the 3. The ball will end up in the hands of Brook Lopez, and on Friday night, that was very bad for the Clippers. Pat Connaughton, this time around, gets the step-back 3 to go, and everything's starting to flow for the Bucks. Beautiful offense leads to a Drew Holiday 3. He had 19 points. This game belonged to the Bucks bigs. Brook Lopez had a big game, and Giannis seemingly always has a big game. 35 points, 8 boards. The Bucks now have won their 10th game in a row. They beat the Clippers by 13. So like I previously stated in the video, I was actually in Los Angeles. I went to both of these games to see the Bucks play. I scheduled this out. I planned this around, Giannis and the Bucks being in Los Angeles. Obviously, the theory was I get to see Giannis versus LeBron, and then the next night I get to see Giannis versus Kawhi. Or if injuries got in the way, if the Bucks rested on one of the nights, hopefully I could get Giannis versus LeBron or Giannis versus Kawhi. Well, the reality is I didn't get Giannis versus LeBron, and I didn't get Giannis versus Kawhi, and it wasn't because of Giannis. Giannis, on both nights, back-to-back, he played. You want to know why Giannis Antetokounmpo played well, 38 points against the Lakers, 35 against the Clippers? You want to know why he played incredibly well against both teams and, just played it all? Because he's the best player in the world. Let me be frank with y'all. I was celebrating my 29th birthday in Los Angeles. I hadn't seen the Milwaukee Bucks play in years. I haven't seen LeBron play in a couple years. The last couple Laker games I went to, he's been hurt. I've never seen Kawhi Leonard play live. I was looking forward. I got wisdom teeth surgery recently, so I'm out there in Los Angeles, pain mad up, but I'm still out there. I get to know. Look, when LeBron broke the record against the Thunder last Tuesday, I knew there was a great chance, especially with him not being able to finish that game due to the foot injury. I knew there was a great chance he wouldn't play against the Bucks. I knew it was a good chance. I'm not mad. I got a pretty good pregame ceremony with LeBron and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Even though he didn't play, I'm not mad at LeBron. You want to know why I'm not mad at LeBron? He's held the league down for over a decade. LeBron was once in the Giannis position, and he did it the right way. Now, the Kawhi Leonard thing is a different story. I thought Kawhi Leonard was playing. We get to the building. We had phenomenal seats. I get there. I look around the court. I'm like, oh, Kawhi's not even warming up. That's not a good sign. I don't think he was in the building for that game against the Bucks. Kawhi hasn't done, to me, a good job as one of the faces of the league. That's neither here nor there. I want to cater the rest of this video to talking about Giannis. He is becoming a phenomenal face of the league. It warmed my heart when I was at that Bucks-Clippers game to hear so many fans. Apparently, it's a known thing that the Clippers, pretty much all of their home games are road games, especially with a top-tier team like the Bucks in the building. It was pretty much 75% people rooting for Milwaukee, and I was so happy to see the Giannis fan base growing because he's having his challenges as being the face of the league. Let's be real about that. He's 27, 28 years of age. He's already won a championship, finals MVP, dropped 50 in the closeout game 6, already won 2 regular season MVPs or Defensive Player of the Year award. If any player from America had that type of resume under the age of 30, they would undoubtedly be the face of the league. But I believe because of Giannis's upbringing with his brothers in Greece, it's hindering him from being that true face of the league. The language, Giannis talks great English, but, obviously there's some things, that just don't translate over well with American culture. And it's stopping that fan base from being of that yoke, right? He's not as popular as not only LeBron, obviously, but not as popular as Steph Curry. And, it took Kevin Durant getting injured for Giannis to surpass by Kevin Durant in the Eastern Conference All-Star voting. If not for the Kevin Durant injury, KD was well on his way to being named the number 1 forward out East. So that tells you that he's probably still more popular than Giannis, even though Giannis, to me, is the best player in the world and actually defeated KD a couple years back in the postseason. Giannis, to see his brand growing, it warms my heart. It is growing. It's going to take some time, though. It warms my heart. I cannot be mad at LeBron or Kawhi not playing because I got great games from Giannis. Like, he valued me. I'm telling y'all this for a reason. I'm not telling you where to spend your money when you go watch the NBA product. I just felt really good about going. I mean, look, I represent the fan. At the end of the day, I represent the fan. I mean, flying. I had a good hotel that I was in. I mean, this stuff's not cheap. I feel valued as a customer knowing that I was in the building for a great Giannis performance, not just one night, but 2 nights. He valued me as a customer. He could have easily sat out there back-to-back against the Clippers. The Bucks have done a phenomenal job over the last few weeks. They're on a winning streak. Giannis wants to keep that winning streak going. He cares. And that's what the face of the league should be. So I am hoping that Giannis' brand continues to grow. As a matter of fact, I'm going to obviously be rooting for that purple and gold in the playoffs. If we're able to make it, we shall see. But if we do make it, I want to be real with y'all. If we do make it, and then get eliminated, or if we don't make it, whatever the case may be, I'm gonna be rooting for the Bucks. If the Lakers are not around, I'm rooting for Milwaukee. For the betterment of the NBA, we need to grow this kid Giannis to lengths and to places far, because he is a phenomenal face of the league. Unlike Anthony Davis, I know he ain't playing with his body. I know I know he cares about winning. Hell, I met Chris Haynes for the first time while I was in LA. I just recently saw a report from Chris Haynes that said Giannis didn't even know what happened at the trade deadline. Somebody had to tell him, Kevin Durant got traded to Phoenix, right? He's locked in on his team. He said the only thing he knew about was Jay Crowder getting dealt to Milwaukee. That's all he knew because it affected his team. I am all in on Giannis as the face of the league. And I'm thankful to have been able to go see him play back-to-back nights. He put on shows both nights.